Hi everyone, it's Rebecca with linkinglewiscounty.com, and on today's episode of Hear All About It, we have Brigitte Gillette, who is a high school guidance counselor at Copenhagen Central School, and she is here today to talk about the Safe School Endeavor project or committee. So welcome, Brigitte.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Why don't you start by just telling us basically what this program is about?
Safe Schools Endeavor is an organization where we fund grants for school projects that could be including security cameras, monitors, assemblies, anything that has to do with school safety, and that's what it does.
So, and I think what we were talking about earlier, an important part of this is, which I was surprised about, this was actually started by a local mom. Is she just a mom, a teacher?
Yes. Her name is Erica Flint. She's a parent to a couple of children in the area, and she, after the Parkland shooting, she thought, how can I help? What can I do for school safety? And she created Safe Schools Endeavor and invited students, and the committee is made up of students, parents, teachers, administrators, counselors in the Lewis and Jefferson County areas, and all of the funding goes to programs within those schools.
Right, and you mentioned too, 100% of the funds goes to the program.
100%. There are zero administrative costs.
And it just proves that one person can make a difference. She's just trying to come up with how can I help, and in coming up with this program, you've now partnered with what is it called? Northern
New York Community Foundation is where all of the money is kept. Any of the schools that are interested in applying for funding for projects will apply through the Northern New York Community Foundation website for the funding.
And we should mention too that these funds are secured through businesses and just regular people.
That's right. Anyone can donate. There's an annual appeal for fundraising. Again, Erica started this with just her own funds and invited people to include by donations, personal donations or businesses, like you've said. And so far to date, there's been over $50,000 worth of funding that has gone to Safe Schools projects in Lewis and Jefferson County.
Can you give us some examples of the different things that have occurred at some of the different schools in the area?
Absolutely. I've got my list here.
Nice.
Security systems. There's been lockdown items, safety vests, radios, trauma bags, security monitors, assemblies, vaping sensors, security cameras. Lots of things, whether it's assemblies, programs, security, anything that has to do with school safety. And sometimes that includes students and how we work and interact with students and training in that sense, not just security to the building.
Right. And we should mention that all of these things that the school received, they had made a request. They fill out an application.
Yes, so applications are live now, and they're available until November 5th. So anyone in the Lewis and Jefferson County school districts can apply for funding for programs that have to do with school safety.
And this application can be done by a student, a teacher, a faculty member, asking your organization for some sort of specific help. You mentioned you might not be able to cover the entire cost, but if they meet all the requirements and they follow the rubric on the Facebook page, then they could get some funds toward whatever the program that they're looking for.
Absolutely. Generally, the fund requests range from $500 to $2,500, and typically that's what's funded.
We should also mention too, you have a particular fundraiser coming up but right before Thanksgiving, you said?
Well, one of the ways we're fundraising this year is through bake sales for staff in the local school districts. There's one happening at Augustinian, one at Beaver River here within the next month, and then at Copenhagen, potentially South Louis and some of the other districts. Again, it's for some fundraising for people within the school, staff within the school, to help fundraise towards Safe School Endeavor.
So we should mention again, any school looking for some grant money, some funding to keep kids and themselves safe,
Mm-hmm.
go to the Facebook page, make a request, and this has to be done by?
November 5th.
Okay, and this is on your Facebook page. It's Safe School Endeavor right on Facebook page?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and,
Or you can go to the Northern New York Community Foundation
okay,
website, and when you go to donate or go to apply, if you want to donate, you want to make sure that you indicate that it's for Safe Schools Endeavor. But for the application, you can submit it right through the Northern New York Community Foundation.
okay, great. And we want to stress that these donations not only come from local businesses, but they can come from, whether it's $5 from
Anyone.
anyone.
Anyone. I mean, certainly, it
Yeah.
all adds up. If anyone in the community is saying, how can I help?
Right.
What can I do
Right.
to help keep our schools and our community
Yeah.
safe? And maybe through helping to fund Safe Schools Endeavor.
Okay, perfect. Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Did we cover everything? Did we get all your talking
Yes.
points in? Perfect. Okay, well, again, everyone, check out Safe School Endeavor. And again, it just shows what one person having an idea, the impact they can make on our community.
That's
So we thank you for coming in, Bridget.
Thank you.